Hello, West Essex, and welcome to SportsKnight Radio, your number one source for all things sports here on the West Essex Flyers YouTube channel. Today, me and Curran are going to be continuing our mock draft, which we started a few days ago. Curran, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's been our first day of school since spring break. It was not fun getting up this morning. It's been a tough transition back to the normal school day.
I didn't really have any work today. I just slept the whole time.
I don't know. I just took 5-minute power. Just took 5-minute power naps throughout the day.
Oh, what did you think about The Last Dance last night?
It was actually great.
Awesome.
I watched the first episode and then I watched a bit of the second one, but I had to wrap it up after like halfway through. From what I've seen so far, it's been great. I like the music. It's really intense. That's pretty much it, I think.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, The Last Dance is a documentary about Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls dynasty, and it is very good. I suggest you watch it. There's 2 episodes that are going to be on every Sunday. So last night was episodes 1 and 2. All right. You want to hop into this?
All right, let's get it.
All right, you go first.
All right, with the 11th pick in the draft, I actually have a trade. I think the Broncos are going to trade up to number 11 and select wide receiver Jerry Jeudy out of Alabama. I think this is great for the Broncos. The Broncos are looking for that extra juice to get to be a playoff team. They're trying to provide Drew Lock with all the things he needs to do, be successful. I think they have an okay O-line, and I think that providing him with a vertical threat like Jerry Jeudy to pair alongside Courtland Sutton would be great for them.
Yeah, I think Jerry Jeudy's a great fit. You know, he can play with Drew Lock, obviously Courtland Sutton, Noah Fant, Melvin Gordon, but so that was a rumor that just came out recently that they're going to try to trade up, maybe top 8 or top 10 to get Jerry Jeudy. So I already had Jerry Jeudy going there. I already had Jerry Jeudy going in our top 10. So sadly, I can't pick Jerry Jeudy to the Broncos. But the actual pick here is the Jets. And I think they're going to keep the pick. They're going to pick Mekhi Becton, the big tackle out of Louisville. I think that's what they need is a nice big lineman to protect Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea for them to do. They spent the entire offseason focusing on their offensive line, providing Darnold with the best line he needs to succeed, so I think that's a good idea for them. With the 12th pick in the draft, I actually have back-to-back trades. I think the Falcons are going to trade up to number 12 and select C.J. Henderson, a cornerback out of Florida. C.J. Henderson, very athletic, great man corner. Struggled a little in tackling, but I think that on a good team with a fairly defensive head coach in Dan Quinn, I think they're going to be able to utilize him the best of their ability and provide that secondary the boost they need.
Okay, number 12. This pick belongs to the Raiders, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So from our first part, now it's starting to get confusing now that we're doing trades. I had the Raiders trading up with the Browns and picking Jerry Jeudy. So now I have this pick belonging to the Browns. Curran has it with the Falcons. I have it with the Browns. It's actually the Raiders pick. I think the Browns are going to pick Derek Brown, the D-tackle out of Auburn. I think he'll really help them out with their pass rush. Because really, if their defense steps it up this year, then the offense should get it flowing. So I think one of the most important positions on the field is the defensive tackle because you got to be able to stop the run. And I think Derek Brown's going to help them with that.
All right, so with the 13th pick in the draft, I think the 49ers are going to pick Henry Ruggs out of Alabama. I think that they need another receiving threat alongside Deebo Samuel. I think that Kyle Shanahan, his innovative offense, was British there for a second. Innovative offense is be able to stretch the field, and Jimmy Garoppolo will be able to get the ball to him and get some good touchdowns and rack up a lot of good yardage for them.
Perfect fit, isn't it? I have Henry Ruggs going there too. Really just give someone else a complete weapon To play with Debo Samuel, George Kittle. I think Henry Ruggs is the perfect fit for them, and hopefully he could fall to them. I've been seeing mock drafts where he goes a little bit higher too, but if they could get him, the 49ers will be happy to do so. But I also think they could also trade down here, because they don't. I don't think they have a second or a third or a fourth. Like, they're really lacking in draft picks, so they might want to trade down. But if they're there and Henry Ruggs is there, I think they're going to do it.
Yeah, they also have picked 32 in the draft.
Yeah.
With the 14th pick in the draft, I think Andrew Thomas is going to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I feel like they have 2 good years, right, with Brady and this core that they've assembled with Evans, Godwin. They have 2 good years, so I think they can either look for his replacement, which is not a good idea to do yet, or try to provide him with the tackle he needs for these 2 years so they can make a real difference and go into the Super Bowl playoffs, that kind of range.
I also have Andrew Thomas here, tackle out of Georgia, going to the Buccaneers. I think over these next 2 years, they're just going to go all Tom Brady years, so they want to be able to protect him because he's an older quarterback. I've seen some mock drafts saying Jordan Love, but I don't think that's a very good look that they give Brady this money and then they're like, okay, let's try a replacement. And that's also not Jameis Winston. So I think they're going to pick Andrew Thomas here to protect Tom Brady.
Yeah, I think providing him with the things he needs to succeed now is the best idea for them. With the 15th pick, I guess is the Jets now. Since Thomas is off the board, I think they're going to go back for a receiver. They're going to take CeeDee Lamb out of Oklahoma. I think Lamb, he's a great receiver after the catch. I think he fits the Jets more than he fits like the Broncos, who have someone who can create magic off the catch with the Cortland Sutton. So I think having Lamb in there now is a good idea, and to help develop him alongside Sam Darnold.
Okay. So this is actually the Broncos pick? Curran?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I had to.
You traded,
yeah,
right?
They traded, so yeah.
First of all, I don't think CeeDee Lamb. I think CeeDee Lamb's probably going to be the first receiver off the board. He's very talented. So I think the Broncos, since they're going to miss out on all these guys, I think they still want a receiver. So this might be a little bit of a reach, but I'm an LSU fan, so I like it. I have Justin Jefferson, very talented wide receiver. He's going to go to the Broncos at pick 15. I think he'll fit in perfectly alongside Cortland Sutton, which are locked on in the ball. I really think he'd be a good player for the Broncos.
Yeah, that's an interesting pick. I have him going only a little later, so I think it's not that big of a reach, but we'll see. So it's the 16th pick. It's really the Falcons, but I remember I had the Falcons trading up to 12, so this is going to be the Raiders pick. So the Raiders are going to take K'Lavon Chaisson out of LSU. It's a very Raiders Al Davis prototypical pick because Chaisson has the length to reach and to sack the QB better, and I think that pairing him on the opposite side of Max Crosby stand out in last year's draft is a good idea for them to bolster their edge.
Okay. Falcons. So you had the Falcons trading up to 12 to pick C.J. Henderson. I have the Falcons staying put at 16 and picking C.J. Henderson, the cornerback out of Florida. I think he's a very talented player. They need help in the secondary, and I think he can give them that. And I think they should be able to stand put and still get him at 16. But, hey, if they really love him that much, then I wouldn't blame them for trading up.
Yeah. 17, it's the Cowboys. I have them taking Xavier McKinney out of Alabama. I think they need another versatile piece on that defensive in the secondary. Now that they lost someone like Byron Jones, who was one of, if not their best corner. And I just think that having boostering that defense is the best for them right now.
17 with the Cowboys. I got my boy out of LSU, K'Lavon Chaisson, a nice edge rusher. I think that's what they need. They have a solid defense, but they can provide another guy that can get to the quarterback in that division. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, they don't have that many talented quarterbacks in the division. So they want to take advantage of that and pressure these guys. So I think that Chasen will provide them with a nice edge rusher.
I actually do think they have two very talented QBs in that division besides Prescott, Carson Wentz, and Danny Dimes, but we'll see about that. Dwayne Haskins sucks, but
he's better than Daniel Jones. That's a debate for another time.
Yeah. All right, fine. Number 18, I have the Dolphins actually having Justin Herbert fall into their lap, right? Justin Herbert's interesting, right? Because one time he'll just look like the absolutely best quarterback in the draft, right? Like he'll make it off balance, perfect read into the center of the field, put it right in the hands of his receiver, and another time he'll just misread the defense, and he'll throw an easy pick that he shouldn't. So I just think that someone like Fitzpatrick will help him read defenses better and get up to NFL speed. And I think that Justin Herbert, with the prototypical size and the prototypical arm, is great. A great fit for the Dolphins at 18.
I like Justin Herbert to the Dolphins. I think I had Herbert going 4. Yeah, I don't think he's going to fall that far. I think if teams are going to want someone like Herbert, they're going to need to trade up. But 18 with the Dolphins. So earlier in the draft, pick 5, I had the Dolphins picking Tua. So I think they're going to want to get someone to protect them. So I had them picking Austin Jackson, tackle out of USC. Really just, you got a young quarterback, injury prone. They're going to want to protect him. And their O-line was awful last year. It was one of the worst ever.
Yeah.
So Jackson can help provide some nice talent on the offensive line.
Yeah, it was absolutely terrible. With pick 19, I have Justin Jefferson going to the Raiders. I think that this is great. Is a great fit next to Hunter Renfrow and Tyrell Williams. Be a great tool for Derek Carr, Marcus Mariota, whoever's starting next year to use, and I think it's great for them. So yeah,
Justin Jefferson had the greatest game ever. 227 yards, 4 touchdowns against Oklahoma. Just wanted to point that out. Go Tigers. 19, Raiders. I have them picking another Tiger, Patrick Queen, a linebacker, really blossomed this year into a star. And yeah, he would just help out their defense a lot alongside one of my favorite players, Max Crosby. I think he's very talented. Yeah, just a perfect fit, Patrick Queen.
With the 20th pick in the draft, I have the Jaguars selecting Jeff Gladney out of TCU. Look, their secondary is depleted, right? They traded They traded Jalen Ramsey last year, or this year. They traded A.J. Bouye. So I think they need a corner. I think they're cutting salary. I think they're going to take Gladney. I think that's a great fit for that defense, and hopefully that can help. He can help lock down some corners or some receivers.
Mm-hmm. They really do need to build up their defense. It's crazy how quickly their defense turned around. They were like the best defense in the league just like a couple years ago, and now they are terrible. So I actually don't know if this guy's going to fall this low. I've seen mock drafts where he goes higher, but I got Javon Kinlaw, the D tackle out of South Carolina, going 20 to the Jaguars. I honestly believe that the Jaguars, they have the 9th pick. I think they could go with Kinlaw at 9, but here I have him falling to 20 for the Jaguars, and I think they'd be very happy to get Kinlaw, along with I had them getting CeeDee Lamb in the first pick.
Yeah, I have them taking Kinlaw at 9, which is interesting. With 21, I think the Eagles, Philadelphia might be a little mad at this one, but I think they're going to take Patrick Queen out of LSU, linebacker. I think their biggest need is linebacker. I think they need to fix that now so they can help compete. And I know receiver is a big need, but I feel like this receiver class is just so deep that you can wait till the 3rd or 4th round and pick somebody who's going to be a sleeper and going to quietly put up great numbers this year.
Love it. 21 with the Eagles. I think they really need a wide receiver, but I got just about a very talented wide receiver class, by the way. I have 4 wide receivers gone already, so I think they're going to settle for another Tiger. This is my I think this is my fourth Tiger here within the last 10 picks. Christian Fulton, the cornerback, he's a star, in my opinion. I think he's going to be great in the league. Pair him alongside Darius Slay. I think that's going to be awesome for their secondary. So I think the fans should be happy if they can pick up Christian Fulton at 21.
Yeah, I mean, Fulton got picked on last year a good amount against, Alabama because they had Derek Stingley next to him, and Derek Stingley locked down receivers. So I think that he'll be a lot better with the defensive coordinator and mentored by Darius Slay for them.
Yep.
All right. That is part 2 done and completed. Anything you want to say, Paul?
Thanks for watching. Again, I hope everyone's doing good out there. Everyone's safe. Everyone's healthy. And we're going to do part 3 soon.
Yep. Stay on the lookout for that.
When is the draft? The 26th?
Yeah. No, the 24th. The 26th is my
24th.
birthday. Yes.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank
everyone.
you, Paul.
Happy birthday to Curran. So, Thursday, right?
Yeah, Thursday. So
I'm excited.
We'll do it soon.
No first-round pick for the Steelers, which I'm bummed about, but I think Minkah Fitzpatrick's a pretty good first-round pick, if you ask me.
Yeah. All right. That's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe on Wessex Wire YouTube. Make sure to check out thewessexwire.com for any other podcast-related stuff or sports things you need. And, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you.
See you guys.